One of humanity's greatest fears is the idea of AI or robots taking us over and replacing us. 50 years ago, the idea of jobs being replaced by robots or computers was something reserved for science fiction. Now, however, it seems to be turning into a reality, at least in some fields. Now, one of the worst things that someone could do is major or get a job in a field that's going to vanish. And that's why today we're covering the top 11 jobs that will disappear in about 15 years, according to predictions. Make sure you stick around to the end to understand which fields to avoid if you're not looking to be replaced by AI in the near future. Number 1. Truck driving. If you're holding something in your hand, eating or drinking something, or wearing clothing, there's a very high chance that it came from a truck. Truck drivers are the backbone of society. They bring goods to and from where they're supposed to go. Without truck drivers, we would lack a lot of goods. However, truck drivers can cause accidents. Truck drivers can fall asleep at the wheel, or they can be late for a delivery. Truck drivers spend tons of time away from their family. It can be hard to be a truck driver. So software developers are already working on ways to replace truck drivers with self-driving cars. The technology is relatively new and not something that many investors are looking into. But in 15 years, it's almost guaranteed that the self-driving car will be made and widely used, leaving no room for truck drivers. Number 2. Printers. While there's still people out there who enjoy the printed word, the world is well into the digital age. A lot of people prefer to enjoy their books, newspapers, and other media using the internet and e-readers. While there may always be a demand for brick-and-mortar bookstores, there's a great chance that over time, there will be a lack of paperback or hardcover books and the services that sell them. So working for a printer may become an issue in the future. Not so much for a publisher if it's a big name in the game, since many of those keep up with trends already, and understand that switching to electronics or magazine subscriptions is the way forward. Number 3. Cashiers. Cashiers are already on the brink of being removed from their jobs. Self-checkouts are already something that many people are beginning to prefer to use, so they're used to the idea of foregoing human contact when they're checking out groceries, snacks, or more. A job that used to be a sure bet for teenagers or other people looking for a starting job will now find that the entire concept of being a cashier will be replaced with AI or self-checkout machines. This is a sad truth for some people. The idea that jobs were relied upon to start the building of resumes are no longer going to be an option in the near future. So if you're a cashier or planning on being one, enjoy it for as long as you can, but have a backup plan. Number 4. Travel agents. In this day and age, it's almost a complete waste of money to get a travel agent. There's nothing that they can do that can't be handled by Google or good research on your own. Travel agents handle things that used to be hard to figure out, but now easily be researched or figured out with a local Facebook post. Travel agents used to be necessary to book cruises, flights, or excursions, but now you can do just that with an app or website. Travel agents are rarely even talked about anymore, so if you're considering becoming a travel agent, you might want to think twice about it. Number 5. Manufacturing workers. There are already assembly lines constructed purely of machines. Thanks to the innovation of simple robots, human will no longer be needed to work a 9-to-5 job at the assembly line, screwing wheels in cars or filling up tires. After all, why would a boss hire humans who can unionize and want to be paid their fair share when they can just install a robot to do the exact same job without complaining? That may sound cynical, but it's true. Not many people are going to want to hire workers when they can simply install robots or software that does the same thing. It may not be as soon as we think. Robots can always glitch out, and the human touch has its own magic. But this type of job will definitely be next on the list of jobs that get replaced by technology. If you want to become government rich, then make sure to subscribe for more insightful videos like this one. They'll help you grow as a person, and they're free. Number 6. Dispatchers. While the human touch, as said earlier, is magical and cannot be replaced with a cold, robotic voice, dispatchers are next on the list to be replaced by AI in 15 years. It's rather simple for a software programmer or robot to listen to the instructions from someone on the phone and relay that to another computer that tells someone where to go and why. We doubt that 911 dispatchers will ever be replaced, but other dispatchers may find themselves on shaky ground when it comes to their careers. Number 7. Waitstaff. Already in this day and age, we're seeing waitresses and waiters being replaced by robots or self-serving menus. Eventually, the job itself will disappear if this trend continues. The chefs, of course, will always be vital to the restaurant industry and the development of food culture. However, the duty of delivering the food to and from the people at the table is beginning to fall to AI. Why pay a waiter or waitress who deserves a tip and minimum wage when you can pay to build a robot that will do the job for you with no questions asked? Customer service is a much harder job these days as well, with customers getting frustrated much more easily. Robots, unlike waitstaff, will not only be able to possibly film the rude customers, but they can listen and understand without getting emotional or feeling overworked. This is certainly one of the jobs that will disappear with the rise of AI. Number 8. Bank tellers. There are already automatic money counters that will handle all the money counting on their own, without having a human count it with their own hands. Banks can run almost entirely on mobile now, with apps that allow you to make easy transfers from your checking to your savings account, and so on. Modern-day bank tellers count the money out for you before handing it to you, or sending it down the tube in the drive-thru. And the human touch is always nice to have when you're handling something as serious as money. But the idea of hiring someone simply to count and handle money will not be an appealing idea to a businessman who owns a bank. Why hire bank tellers when you can hire a machine to do the exact same thing? Bank tellers will definitely be one of the professions that vanish in the next 20 years with the rise of AI. Number 9. Military pilots and soldiers. Now this one may not be entirely accurate. We will always need humans to fight, but the need for these humans to actually be on the battlefield might vanish in the next 15 years. Already we're seeing drones being piloted from the comfort of American soil while the drone itself is firing at enemies across the sea. One day there is a distinct possibility that the machines will somehow find a way to be controlled by trained soldiers from home and shipped out to war zones to fight. This would allow the men and women of the armed forces to stay home, while the robots do the fighting for them. There are certainly risks that come with technology like this, but it's definitely one of the career paths that will have an entirely different job outlook in the future. Number 10. Fast food restaurant employees. In the same way that waiters and waitresses may find themselves replaced in the next 15 years, so will fast food workers. Self-serve restaurants may allow people to come to a fast food restaurant and put in their own order, or in some cases, it may allow them to order something through the drive-thru and have it be made by a robot. It would be so simple for the fast food companies in the world to replace their workers with AI and self-checkouts. In fact, they may only need a manager who can update their software and troubleshoot the robots in the near future. The idea of AI has always been convenience, and fast food was always created with convenience in mind. This is one of the reasons why they will be replaced with AI in the future. Convenience. Number 11. Telemarketers. Telemarketers, one of the biggest nuisances in the phone world, are some of the easiest workers to replace. While people with phones would rather they not be replaced entirely, that probably wouldn't be the case. Telemarketers do make money, and not all of them are scammers out to make a quick buck. They're also already becoming replaced with the automated computers speaking from the teleprompter. There's no reason to hire a human to call other numbers and bore them with their sales tactics, when they could easily get a robot to read from the teleprompter. This is certainly the first job to be replaced with AI. And if you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we'll personally reply to your comment.